Hi there, this is Roshiko with a word of encouragement. Have you ever found yourself in a situation of distress or in a bad place, not because you did something or you made a mistake, but because of somebody else's mistake? So in Genesis 21 is Ishmael, born to Abraham and the maidservant Hagar. He was not the son of promise. The son of promise was Isaac, born to Sarah, the wife of Abraham. And it got to a point that both families were not getting along. So Sarah asked Abraham to send Hagar and Ishmael away, which was not an easy decision for Abraham. But in verse 12, God said to Abraham, "Do not let it distress you because of Ishmael and your maid, and whatever Sarah tells you to do, listen to her and do what she asks." And the next day he woke up in the morning, prepared for them some water and some bread, and sent them away. But Hagar got lost and was wandering in the wilderness, and it got to a point they ran out of water. So what does she do? She leaves her baby. She abandons her baby under a tree, and then she goes to sit away. And she says in verse 16, "Do not let me see the boy die." And she sat down opposite him and raised her voice and wept. So she just began to cry because she could not stand the sight of seeing her son dying. But verse 17, it says, God heard the voice of the boy. And the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, "What troubles you, Hagar? Do not be afraid, for God has heard the voice of the boy from where he is resting." So Hagar was crying, Ishmael was crying. But the word of God tells us that God heard the cry of Ishmael. So if you're in a position, a difficult place, because of somebody else's mistake, or somebody that has taken you through hell and high waters, here was Ishmael. It was not his fault that he was brought into this world. It was the fault of his father and his mother. It was their actions. He had nothing to do with it. But when he and his mother were crying, God heard the cry of Ishmael. So if you're in that position because of somebody else's doing, somebody else's mistake, somebody else's decision, God can hear your cry like he heard the cry of Ishmael. God bless you.